to come.
And on the right side of your screen, Adams County, Colorado, we've seen downed trees, power outages, and road closures from too much snow. The good news there is that conditions are already improving. And things getting much better for parts of Colorado, so for the moment, we turn our attention to the wet weather across the country.
And let's go up into the Northeast, and we're also going to be looking at storms across Texas. Oh, we have a lot to talk about, but first the Northeast, because more rain is expected to continue for you. In fact, this has led to a lot of devastation. And here we are in Maryland, as proof of how dangerous stormy weather, ground can be. 2 children have been rescued in Baltimore County after they were trapped in a mud pit. The children apparently got stuck in the mud up to their knees yesterday, and they said they were looking for frogs. Boys will be boys, but the boys were not hurt. Their biggest fear apparently was the reaction of their parents. And rightfully so, I'm sure. All right, let's talk about what's going to be going on in the Northeast and why conditions are really going to be staying the way they have been. We have an area of low pressure, this coastal low, and then just to the north, an area of high pressure. So from both of these systems, we are going to continue to find windy weather for you. In fact, we're only going to be looking at the winds to only get stronger as we go through the night and throughout the day tomorrow. So we do have strong gusty winds, the possibility of gusts up to 30 miles an hour, even stronger along the coast, maybe up to 40 miles an hour. And yes, there's even going to be some rain as we go through the next few days. In fact, as we look at the radar right now, we're finding the showers just continuing to spread over eastern Pennsylvania and on up into New England. Now, across Philadelphia and into New Jersey, we're looking at lighter amounts of rain, but certainly into southern New Jersey, it's been a little bit heavier. And then as we travel over into Long Island, well, this is some pretty heavy rain. We have flash flooding occurring in eastern Long Island. You can see some of this rain over the area, possibly anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain per hour. It's not moving very quickly, so flooding is a huge concern. Watch out into Boston and just to the west of town, out on the outer side of 495. We're finding some pretty heavy rainfall as well. So flooding is a big concern because what we're going to notice is more of the same really for you. More rain and more wind. A raw day across Boston, down into New York and into Philadelphia. Also across upstate New York, we're looking for more rain to continue for you as we go throughout the day tomorrow. Doesn't look like it's going to be improving even as we head toward the end of the week. But now let's talk about some other spots that are seeing some rain and thunderstorms.
Now we're going to start you off with a little bit of history here and show you what kind of rain has fallen in the state of Texas in the last couple of months. And as we look at September, well, there was some rain in a number of cities here, and we're talking about Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. A couple of inches in some cases, 2.63 in Houston. Then as we move into October, we've had almost nothing in Dallas and not that much in Houston as well. Scattered thunderstorms moving through today in San Antonio and also in Houston, and there might be a little bit more later in the week, but we're not seeing any in the forecast for tomorrow. Let's show you what's happening right now in Texas. And here's a big thunderstorm complex has really lost a lot of its punch as compared to what was happening earlier today. We still do have some stronger storms. There is a special marine warning now from Freeport to the Matagorda Ship Channel, and some of the stronger storms now coming into Brazoria County, south of Houston. Wet weather now along I-10, the Katy Freeway, and coming into the West Loop right around the Galleria area and down through Sugar Land southwest on 59. And we've got more rain right on down into Corpus Christi, and there was some flooding earlier today in Corpus, and we had reports of some wind damage in Palacios. But again, overall, this complex is beginning to settle down a little bit, and some of the worst weather is going to be moving offshore. Now your forecast for tomorrow, and again, things will be quiet in Houston as well as Dallas and San Antonio. Showers will be a possibility for Atlanta and also Charlotte. Could be some showers in Orlando and Miami. That'll cool things off for you in Miami. 89 degrees for the high tomorrow, 87 in New Orleans, and about 72 in Charlotte. Let's take you to the west now, where the snow was coming down just yesterday. Jennifer? It
certainly was coming down. It's been pretty heavy at times across the Colorado area. But as we zoom in a little bit closer and show you some of the locations that really got pounded by snow, and that would be out across Douglas County. In Elizabeth, over a foot of snow fell. In Watkins and Arapahoe County, 22 inches. Trees damaged or destroyed. We have numerous reports of the electricity being out. They're trying to get that back on. And earlier, I-70 here from Denver all the way out to Kansas was closed due to so much snow. Now again, the snow is gone. The storm system is making its way up into Nebraska. It's not going to be bringing any more snow, but it is going to be bringing rain for you. We can still find the snow on the map. The satellite picture showing that snow kind of covering up the eastern sections of Denver. North of town, no snow at all. It's really been from the airport northward and southward, and certainly out towards the east across the plains. A lot of heavy snow. Let's again run down those numbers for you. And quite an impressive amount with more than almost 2 feet coming down in some spots. But this is all going to be melted as we head even into tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be warming up. The sunshine is going to be returning. And by the weekend, we're also going to find warmer weather. Look, it's 61 for you in Denver, 64 in Salt Lake. Now again, across the Midwest, this is where the rain is it's headed. It's coming your way in Minneapolis, so plan on some scattered showers, and they'll continue as we go throughout the day tomorrow.
And if you're wondering if there's more snow on the way for the west or more rain in store for the Northeast, we'll look at it all in the Weekly Planner next.
And the snow turned out to be a good thing for the ski industry.
This program was brought to you by the 2006 Buick Total Value Promise. It's not a promotion, it's a promise.
Introducing the Total Value Promise.
From the award-winning quality of Buick. I promise.
I promise to stand behind your Buick.
With our 4-year, 50,000-mile new vehicle warranty.
And the serenity of a quiet-tuned interior.
I promise.
I promise you the security of OnStar on new 2006 Buick models.
It's our Buick Total Value Promise to you.
The 2006 LaCrosse CX, under $22,600 after all applicable offers. See your Buick dealer today.
Hi, I'm Cupid. I'm in the heart business, and business is good as long as your heart is strong. So try this instant oatmeal called Take Heart. It's advanced nutrition for your heart. Advanced with things like potassium and low sodium that can actually help lower your blood pressure. And with more oat fiber, it can help lower your cholesterol, too. Give it to someone you love. And if there's no one, let's talk. Take Heart from Quaker.
Bathroom is still life? How about bathroom is real life? Moen. Buy it for looks, buy it for life.
LL Bean, official outfitter of the Weather Channel.
We are now under a local state of emergency.
When severe weather strikes,
it's only going to get worse.
Protection is essential. LL Bean, official outfitter of the Weather Channel. Let us outfit you. Shop LLbean.com.
To help victims along the Gulf Coast, we're having a sale. The Weather Channel is donating company merchandise you can buy online with all proceeds going to relief. Visit weather.com to see what's available and join us Saturday and Sunday for Weekend View for more information.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8th.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Our local Doppler radar. For tonight, considerable cloudiness, patchy drizzle possible late, low 64, winds light and variable. And on Wednesday, cloudy with a few showers, high 76, winds light and variable, chance of rain 30%. And Wednesday night, few showers, low 61, winds light and variable, chance of rain 30%. And on Thursday, patchy morning drizzle possible, partly cloudy, high 81, winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook. Incidents and construction impacting our area. traffic flow for our area.
Yesterday morning, many of you in Colorado were spinning your wheels. The first major snowstorm caught some off guard.
There was more than a foot of snow in some locations, and even part of I-70 was shut down for a while. Thousands of people were left without power. It even closed school in some locations, in a pretty unique storm when it really pounded the airport, which is well to the east of the city.
Yeah, the plains really got it, but the foothills didn't really get that much snow, and that was very unusual. You know, we always hear people say, we didn't expect to see that much snow. But if they had been watching the Weather Channel, they certainly could have expected that.
We were talking about it, but it's all going to be melted as we head closer to Friday. Let's talk about what we have going on across the country. We have quite a lot here. We have scattered showers in store for portions of the southeast tomorrow, from Atlanta to Charleston, even down into South Florida. We could be looking at some rain, but the major story in the east tomorrow is going to be across New England and over into New York and into Philly, New Jersey looking at some rain, even Washington, D.C. and Maryland. A lot of wind with this system as well. Very windy weather as we go through tomorrow. The snow is out of your hair across the Denver area. That system is going to be pushing into the upper Midwest. Another system is going to be coming in from the northern plains, so a good chance of rain here throughout the Midwest as we travel even into Thursday, with a chance for showers up into Green Bay. We're going to look for some scattered showers and thunderstorms across the state of Texas as we make our way into Thursday. And as we go into the next 48 hours, we are going to find no changes right across the Northeast. More rain for you, more wind, the possibility of coastal erosion here, as well as the potential for more flooding. So a pretty rough situation across the Northeast for the next few days. Meanwhile, into the Pacific Northwest, we're looking at rain on the increase for Portland as well as into Seattle. Then as we get closer into the weekend, some of that could change over to snow up into the Cascades. We're still going to find the scattered showers and the rain, or rather the wind, around the Great Lakes and up into the Northeast. Now on Sunday, we'll look for a little bit of energy to come in through the southwest, produce some scattered snow showers across the higher elevations, and we're going to keep the chances for rain into the southwest as we travel even into the beginning of next week. Now let's talk about the temperatures, because it's going to stay a little bit cooler than average in some spots.
In some spots, that's for sure. Tomorrow, certainly in the high plains, it will be below average, but the trend for the country for the next few days is going to be warmer than average temperatures here in the east. Look at this. 10 degrees above average in Louisville, Kentucky by the time Thursday rolls around, so enjoy that if you like warm weather. That warmth then spreading into the plains by Friday ahead of our next shot of cold air that starts to move into the northwest over the weekend, really drops down into the high plains and into the northern plains on Sunday. We'll be back down to 11 below average in Denver, and then as we get into Monday here, we're talking about some pretty cool weather for a lot of the middle of the country, right down into Texas, and I know you're happy about that in the Lone Star State. Folks in Houston can't wait for the cool weather this time of the year. Jennifer?
Well, if you're headed out on vacation, why not take your family pet? I don't know about that for me. We've got some weather tips on how to keep all the family members safe and comfortable.
Travel can be tough on pets and owners alike. So how do you plan a family trip when not all members are treated equally? If your trip includes a flight, weather is a major variable, especially if your pet must be checked as baggage. One airline will fly your pet only if temperatures are between 45 and 80 degrees. While each carrier has its own restrictions, a veterinarian health certificate is necessary within 10 days of departure. This certificate outlines your pet's health and assures the airline your pet is okay to fly. If car travel sounds easier, consider these tips. Build up your pet's tolerance for long car rides. Take him or her for increasingly longer rides before your big trip. Better not to leave your pet in the car, especially during extreme winter cold or hot summer temperatures. And lastly, make frequent stops. No one knows your pet better than you do, so judge how often to stop for water, food, and short walks. Preparation will go a long way, so your family can enjoy the trip.
This program was brought to you by Charles Schwab. Get premium service without the premium price. Talk to Chuck. Charles Schwab, 1-800-4-SCHWAB.
I'm the same as you. I got a few mutual funds, make an occasional trade, but not exactly Mr. Wall Street, you know? So I see these TV commercials offering like, I don't know, $7 a trade, which sounds great, right? Except when I go to sign up, $7 a trade is if you're making like, I don't know, a gazillion trades a year. Like I don't have anything else to do. Honey, okay.
Travelocity? I booked a king and they gave me a single.
The roaming gnome, enforcer of the new Travelocity guarantee.
I'm on my way!
Sorry about our mix-up. Travelocity called. It's all sorted out now.
I've come to enforce the guarantee. I'm calling for backup. No, don't back up!
Only Travelocity guarantees everything you book will be right, or we'll work with our partners to make it right away. Just call 24/7.
I was at default on some of my credit cards, and I was barely making the minimum payment on the others. I needed help.
Debt Relief of America saved David and Jane S. of York, Pennsylvania over $26,000 on one credit card alone.
I was getting hounded by creditors at work demanding payment, so I called Debt Relief of America.
Debt Relief of America stepped in and settled his debts for half of what he owed.
The creditor stopped calling, and now I'm free from debt and finishing my MBA.
If you are drowning in credit card debt, there is a way out. There are secret programs that credit card companies don't want you to know about that will eliminate your debt. Debt Relief of America, a professional debt settlement company, can use these programs to wipe out up to 75% of your credit card debt. That means principal and interest gone. Learn how to avoid bankruptcy and get more in your pocket. Call now for a free debt analysis by one of our debt relief specialists. There is no cost or obligation.
Call for a free consultation, and Debt Relief of America ended up saving me thousands of dollars.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8th.
Currently, the temperature...
Welcome back. It is time now for the tropical update, and joining me is hurricane expert Dr. Steve Lyons. And Dr. Steve, we're looking for a lot of rain and a lot of wind in the Northeast in the coming days, and there is a tropical connection here.
There sure is. If we go back a few days, we will notice that our ex-subtropical depression number 22 is basically just south of Long Island, New York right now, and wants to come on shore, but a high pressure won't let it. Circulation is spinning around right in there, and there's some heavy rain bands right in the eastern portions of Long Island near Suffolk County. They had a flash flood warning up a few minutes ago, and some heavy rain bands offshore. That's good news that it's not onshore right now. But notice this band of cloud that's disintegrating as it comes south. That's associated with high pressure to the north. So the combination of the low pressure here and high pressure to the north is tightening up the pressure gradient, which causes the wind to accelerate along the coast. We're seeing winds already gusting at Cape Cod above 25 miles per hour. And that's going to persist tonight and tomorrow, but there's another tropical feature that's going to start to develop, and that's in this area associated with a broad upper level low pressure center. Right now, the surface low pressure center is poorly defined, but we expect that to swing north toward Bermuda over the next 2 to 3 days, and then continue on toward the north in the general direction of where that ex-subtropical depression number 22 is, which is basically near the Cape Cod area. So this low pressure will swing up, and that will cause the winds to increase along a much greater portion of the coastline. And when that happens, we could see the waves rising to 15 to 20 feet. Now, there is one catch here. If it goes too slow to the north, this low pressure system, by the time it gets up here, the high pressure will have moved away, and we will not have those strong winds. So there is a chance, if it's slow enough, that we're not going to see that impact. So there's some uncertainty in this, but nevertheless, expect some windy weather the next few days. Now, what about the tropics, deeper into the tropics? Bahamas, beautiful. Gulf of Mexico, nice. Boy, look at this band of showers here from Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, the Virgin Islands getting some of it, and the Lesser Antilles, all associated with that broad area of low pressure with the trough dangling back toward the west. This system will slowly disintegrate over the next few days, but not before we have quite a bit of rain still in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. So if you're heading that way, be prepared for some flash flood warnings posted over the next 2 days. Now, I know you've been in L.A., You've been waiting around for that window of opportunity to go down to Acapulco or Puerto Vallarta with no worry about tropical cyclones. Here's your chance. No weather there to disturb you for the next 3 days. Carl?
Steve, thank you. International weather is coming up next.
And India suffered an unbelievable earthquake, and now rain is making it worse for people there. The story after your look on the 8th.
Is it true you do more brakes than anyone?
Absolutely. Is something burning?
Oh, those are Fred's old brakes.
Come to the experts in brakes and maintenance. The Midas Touch Maintenance Package. An oil change, tire rotation, and multi-point courtesy check, including brake check, for just $29.95.
Trust the Midas Touch.
For mechanics known for their work and their word, trust the Midas Touch.
He's outdone himself.
It's unbelievable.
These oats look larger.
Cinnamon was a surprise.
So were the pecans.
Seemed like it has more taste to it. It's heartier.
It tastes... wow.
Quaker Oatmeal Supreme.
It's something to smile about.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wherever business takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain.
Stay at Best Western this fall and earn double reward points or miles. AAA members can earn triple points.
Florida's natural premium orange juice is made just from our fresh oranges, not from concentrate. We own the land, the trees, and the company. It's as close to the Grove as you can get.
Still going. Energizer keeps going and going.
Campbell's microwavable possibilities. Here's something hot, here's something new. Pop it in, that's easy to do. When you're short on time, yeah, you know. Campbell's, good to go. Possibilities.
Excuse me.
You should see the bathroom.
Looking overseas now, wet weather in India and Pakistan is hampering recovery and rescue efforts following Saturday's 7.6 magnitude earthquake. The death toll continues to climb. More than 32,000 homes have been damaged or destroyed. And there's the forecast for India tomorrow. Thunderstorms possible in Calcutta. A lot of sunshine in New Delhi. Temperatures way up there in a lot of cases in the middle 90s.
And staying international now, we have scenes from Hobart, Australia. This is just from about an hour ago. It's already Wednesday there. The forecast is calling for highs to be in the middle 60s. Now let's head up to Manila in the Philippines. It's a very cloudy day.
Where is it?
Where? I swear this is Manila. It's not Boston. On Thursday, there will be morning showers and a high of 90 degrees. Looking forward to a time at Greenbelt Park there. Doesn't look like we'll have much sun.
Greenbelt Park is also in Maryland.
I would think so.
In the next hour PM edition, we've got your forecast for snow. Stay tuned.
What the world needs now. It's the only thing that says yes.
Your call will be answered in 30 minutes.
Is my car ready yet?
Whatever happened to customer service? At DHL, it's alive and well.
Come on.
Call us and see how we're changing the way the shipping business does business.
No revolving doors. That's why Geico.com is so simple. Or is it because you can get a free rate quote in minutes and compare coverage options? 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Simple as that.
In the future, everyone will protect their eyes from sun damage like they protect their skin. Transitions lenses. They automatically adjust to changing light and block harmful UV rays and glare. So don't wait until tomorrow. The danger is here today, and so is the protection. Ask your eye care professional about Transitions lenses. Transitions, healthy sight in every light.
Transitions, the lenses that adjust to changing light and block harmful UV rays and glare.
Hey, this is Storm Tracker Jim Cantori. Next at 7, find out tonight's weather and tomorrow's forecast from PM Edition. Then at 8, watch back-to-back episodes of Storm Stories. And at 9, start tomorrow off smart with Evening Edition.
The Weather Channel is brought to you by this cable or satellite provider. You can also get reliable forecasts from the Weather Channel through this radio station. Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8th.
Currently in our area, 77 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Our local Doppler radar. For tonight, considerable cloudiness, patchy drizzle possible late, low 64, winds light and variable. And on Wednesday, cloudy with a few showers, high 76, winds light and variable, chance of rain 30%. And Wednesday night, few showers, low 61, winds light and variable, chance of rain 30%. And on Thursday, patchy morning drizzle possible, partly cloudy, high 81, winds light and variable. Our 7-day outlook. Incidents and construction impacting our area.
It is that time of year again. Snow and ice clog the roads, bog down your car, and make it a chore just to get out of the driveway. And just think, it's only early October.
Well, that's what folks in Colorado we're dealing with. But in the Northeast, it's another form of precipitation that's causing big problems. Too much rain, too fast, for too long. Oh, is it disrupting lives in a number of states, and it is not over yet.
The devastation is incredible. I have not witnessed devastation like this in New Hampshire ever. And it appears to be some of the worst flooding that we've seen here in our state in the past 30 years.
Those words from the governor of New Hampshire in reaction to the flooding and resulting damage from recent rains in that state. Hello and welcome to PM Edition. I'm Carl Parker.
And I'm Jennifer Lopez. Thanks so much for joining us. Oh, we have a lot to cover tonight, including another tropical weather first for this year. And we'll start out, though, with all the rain that we've been dealing with across the Northeast.
And we'll take you into Connecticut. In some parts of the state, roads are impassable, and the floodwater is as high as the street signs. And just to cap off these miserable conditions, the forecast is not looking any better. In fact, we are calling for several more days of rain and wind. Jennifer will have more on that in just a moment. Let's take a look at the flooding rains over the weekend here. You're talking about 15 inches in some cases in the southeast, and then 10, 11 inches in parts of the northeast. How much rain is that? Well, if you get a typical hour's worth of rain out of a summertime thunderstorm, you're talking about an inch of rain. So here you're talking about 10, 11, 12, 14, 15 times that amount of rain. Tremendous rain, and yes, more is on the way. Jennifer has that.
Let's look at the rainfall that we're seeing right now. We find it with an upper level feature over Philadelphia and over into New Jersey. This is lighter rain compared to what we're seeing right now over into southern New England. As we look a little bit closer, we're finding the heaviest amount coming down into eastern Long Island. And we are seeing rainfall rates about 2 inches per hour, so flash flooding is occurring. This is not the time to get out there and drive in this mess because, as you can see, it's not moving very quickly, so it's not going to be ending very quickly either. So plan on more rain and more wind as we go through the night. We're finding it just approaching 95 along southern Connecticut. And we're also finding some heavier rain across eastern sections, or rather western sections of Boston out into Framingham, all the way over into Worcester, Mass. So as we go through the forecast here for you, what we're going to notice is more rain to deal with. We have an area of low pressure that is going to stay offshore, but we have an area of high pressure that's over eastern Canada. The combination of both of these are going to help keep the rain around. It's also going to help keep the wind with you. So very windy weather across much of New England, right down into the mid-Atlantic. We even have gale warnings posted along the coast. So here's the forecast for you tomorrow. Not very bright. A lot of clouds over the area. That's going to help keep those temperatures only in the 60s for some spots, and it's going to keep the rain around as well. Now, as we go throughout the next several days, well, the forecast doesn't get much better for you in Boston. Scattered showers for the next several days. Temperatures trying to ease up a little bit, closer to 70 as we head into Friday. Now let's move a little bit farther down towards the state of Florida, where we have been noticing some scattered showers and thunderstorms. They're going to continue to come into the Melbourne area, but they've been dying down as they've been making their way over into Sebring and near Avon Park, just to the west of Lake Okeechobee. More can be expected here as we go into tomorrow. Another spot for rain, and it's also been pretty heavy, as across the state of Texas, right along the southern edge of the state, right along the coast is where we've been finding the heaviest amount. Really coming into Freeport and just to the west of Houston. Some light rain for you in Houston. Again, the heavier the showers and thunderstorms will be staying to your south. Let's look at the forecast for the southeast. Improving weather across the state of Texas, but we keep the rain through the night and into tomorrow morning. Across the Sunshine State, showers for you in Orlando, down into the Miami area. And as far as the temperatures are concerned, middle 80s for Dallas, but 78 with a chance for rain for you in Atlanta. Well, we're not looking at rain, but we're finding snow here across Colorado.
Yeah, and that means fun. If you're about 10, 11 years old, if you're a kid, you don't really have a care in the world beyond your next snowman and maximizing the velocity of your snowballs. Well, all that snow in Colorado was all kinds of fun. It's not going to last that long, though. We're going to see a big warm-up in Colorado. Not much in the way of snow falling today. You can see a few little blips on the radar here in the higher elevations of Colorado. There's the storm pulling away through Nebraska, so wet weather, chilly rain in Nebraska and also down into Kansas. And there's a look at the temperatures for tomorrow. So already we're in the 60s here in Denver tomorrow, and watch what happens in the next couple of days. We'll get up to about 70 by Thursday and then into the middle 70s by Friday, so you can bet that that snow is going to be gone by the end of the week. And look at the offshore flow here in Southern California. 85 degrees in Los Angeles. Great day to go down to Venice and cool off a little bit walking along the coast there. So our big storm is on the way out. There's the upper level low. We'll be lifting out towards the north and towards the east, and with that we will get some showers, maybe a few storms in the plains tomorrow. Wet weather, we think, in Minneapolis, St. Paul, as well as into Chicago and also into Des Moines and Omaha, Nebraska. Should be a nice day, though, in St. Louis, around 73 for your high, 74 in Kansas City, and about 65 in Chicago. Coming up, we'll take a look at travel conditions. They're pretty bad in the Northeast. That's coming up after your local on the 8s.
Want to know a secret? Some otherwise intelligent people don't always eat right. That's why there's Delicious Ensure. Complete balanced nutrition, vitamins, minerals, food energy. If you don't eat right, eat smart. Ensure. Nutrition for a healthier you.
Lots of Wi-Fi users work in coffee shops, which aren't always the best places to work. Wouldn't it be great to work wherever you wanted instead of only in hotspots? Now you can with Verizon Wireless Broadband Access. Wi-Fi only works in limited locations, while Broadband Access is the nation's largest high-speed wireless broadband network and is expanding coast to coast. Now get unlimited access at a great price, so you won't get stuck in a not-so-hot spot. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
To the Thanksgiving traditions of turkey, parades, and football,
This year, a new tradition will be added.
Betsy, you've won $1 million in the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes.
This Thanksgiving, the Prize Patrol could surprise you with $1 million. Watch your mail.
I've been sending it in for years.
Or go to PCH.com. That's PCH.com and enter. Then, Thanksgiving Day, you could say,
Thanks a million, Publishers Clearinghouse. He said, ciao, baby. My lips are so chapped, it hurts to laugh. You should get this.
Neosporin lip treatment.
With this, cold sores don't hurt. I don't get cold sores. Think what it'll do for seriously chapped lips.
Neosporin lip treatment.
No, it doesn't hurt to laugh.
Introducing the Total Value Promise.
From the award-winning quality of Buick, I promise.
I promise to stand behind your Buick with our 4-year, 50,000-mile new vehicle warranty. And the serenity of a quiet-tuned interior.
I promise you the security of OnStar on new 2006 Buick models.
It's our Buick Total Value Promise to you.
The 2006 LaCrosse CX. Under $22,600 after all applicable offers. See your Buick dealer today.
To help victims along the Gulf Coast, we're having a sale. The Weather Channel is donating company merchandise you can buy online with all proceeds going to relief. Visit weather.com to see what's available and join us Saturday and Sunday for Weekend View for more information.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8th.
Currently, the temperature is 77 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. For tonight, partly cloudy skies early will give way to cloudy skies late. Patchy drizzle possible late. Low 64. Winds light and variable. And on Wednesday, cloudy with a few showers. High 76. Winds light and variable. Chance of rain 30%. And Wednesday night, few showers. Low 61. Winds light and variable. Chance of rain 30%. And on Thursday, patchy morning drizzle possible. Sunshine, along with some passing clouds. High 81. Winds light and variable. Our week ahead. Incidents and construction impacting our area. Traffic flow for our area.
Well, this is a pretty neat shot of the city of Boston, although it's hard to make out all the top of the buildings there. That's because the city was having some thick fog or some low clouds early this morning, and the clouds just want to stick around. Actually, not only for tonight, but for the next several days. This is really putting a damper on any plans to travel over the area. Let's check in with the latest on travel conditions with Carl.
Yeah, we're going to start you out in the greater Houston area. That's where we have a lot of wet weather right now. The rain has been coming down in southern parts of Texas through much of today. That rain just now beginning to come into Houston across the Katy Freeway here, as well as right along I-59 Southwest Freeway, or US 59, I should say. And notice all across Fort Bend County here, and also coming into Brazoria County, some pretty heavy rain and some thunder as well. Now just coming into the Beltway 8 area south and west of town. So it will be wet tonight in Houston. A lot of other rain to talk about in the northeast as well. We've got this great big feed of moisture coming up the east coast here. So we've got rain and we have low clouds, and that has really been slowing things down. As we look at the airport delays across the country, well, things are pretty quiet for most of the country, but you can see the big delays here in the northeast. These are mostly due to weather and low ceilings. Now 75 minutes at LaGuardia, 30 minutes in Philly. Delays now 165, nearly 3 hours in Boston, and a big part of that is what's called equipment/radar. We're not exactly sure what that means, but obviously they're having some equipment problems on top of the fact that we have weather, low ceilings there, and some rain. So a real mess at Logan Airport tonight. You want to make sure and call ahead if you're picking someone up or if you're heading out of town. Well, widespread areas of New England and the Northeast are just a mess after the rains that have fallen there. On the left, you see some of the scenes coming to us from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. On the right, that's Portland, Connecticut. Though they are nearly 100 miles apart, it's tough to tell the difference between the two areas. Both were hit by high water. So here's a forecast for tomorrow, and we have an area of low pressure that's going to be working up along the northeast coast. That area of low pressure grabbing up a lot of Atlantic moisture here. In fact, some tropical moisture will be coming into the northeast. And we also have high pressure off to the north, and with that, a pretty good northeast flow here. So those two areas will be working together to create not only the rain, the onshore flow, but the wind. It is going to be a real mess tomorrow in New England and right along that 95 corridor. Looks like a pretty decent day for a lot of you in the middle of the country, the southeast, as well as into the southern plains and along the west coast. Just a few showers in the northern plains. We'll take you now into the northeast for tomorrow. And we've got, again, that very heavy rain, most likely, and wind anywhere from Boston right on down into New Haven, Connecticut, and down towards New York City. Not a great